Anti-Imperialist Front TV news for this week, September 28th, 2020. In the USA, the presidential race has reached its final stretch. Neither Donald Trump nor Joseph Biden have anything to offer working people and are both equally representatives of imperialism. The tensions in the USA have continued all summer and reflect class and racial conflict there. A smaller story, but interesting. In Scotland, a pro-Israeli lawyer named Matthew Barlow appears to have set up an incident in which graffiti was sprayed on his home by a colleague, who then used a fake Facebook account to blame it on the Scottish Palestine Solidarity campaign. Barlow was fined £500 after admitting that he faked the incident. Zionists complain about anti-Semitism, but clearly they do not believe there is enough of it, so they create fake incidents of it. In the past 20 years, Zionist authorities have detained about 120,000 Palestinians, according to the Palestine Liberation Organization, reported by the website Rast Haber. In this period, 102 Palestinian prisoners have lost their lives. COVID continues to disrupt life around the world. It is not always clear that it is the disease itself that is really destructive. Social reactions and restrictions, often enforced by governments and police, do much of the damage. For example, much travel is made more difficult. People who seek treatment for other diseases cannot do so because it is as though COVID is the only disease on planet Earth. Police and other authorities abuse power in the name of combating the disease. For example, in the city of Malatya in Turkey, security guards were filmed beating young people because they were not wearing masks. In a protest in London against COVID restrictions, British police were filmed knocking a middle-aged woman to the ground. Police in Greece have also been keeping up with their colleagues elsewhere. Police carried out arrests in Athens, and one person, a Greek named Polycarpos, appeared on an anti-terror charge before a court on September 28th. He was jailed. 3 days earlier, revolutionaries gathered to march to the Turkish embassy in Athens to mark victory in the death fast, but were stopped by Greek police who used truncheons, sprayed pepper gas, and detained 7 people. They were released the next day but have a court date on October 1st. Supposedly, Greek and Turkish governments do not get on with one another, but in fact they can always unite against revolutionaries, and even their own peoples, if they think it necessary. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo visited Greece as part of the usual imperialist and capitalist rounds of meetings aimed at maintaining their system. A protest march on September 28th to the US Embassy in Athens encountered attacks by the Greek police. The police threw gas canisters at the crowd, who included supporters of the Anti-Imperialist Front. Clashes have broken out between ethnic Armenians and Azerbaijani forces over Nagorno-Karabakh, known to Armenians as Artsakh, a mainly Armenian enclave in Azerbaijan that has been de facto independent since the 1990s. It is one of the conflicts that arose from the dissolution of the Soviet Union. The Turkish government supports Azerbaijan and may have encouraged it to take military action. And last but not least, the Ludovic Trarieux Human Rights Prize has been awarded to the lawyer Barkın Timtik and her martyred sister Ebru for defense of human rights. The prize is named after Ludovic Trarieux, a French lawyer who set up a human rights foundation at the time of the Dreyfus case in France over a century ago. Aytaç Ünsal, another lawyer who also took part in the death fast, is undergoing treatment and is recovering. And that is Anti-Imperialist Front TV for this week.